Hello there, my bitches and bros and non-binary hoes. How has your summer break been? I hope it's been fine. I have been quite getting into sim racing, having a whole spa weekend currently as I am driving some leagues around Spa as well this evening. So, what have you been doing? I mean, 4 weeks without a race. I almost forgot about the existence of Formula One, kind of. Hooked on classic, busy with your classic car. Tell me more. What a car is it? Jose is here. Welcome on in. And Mitchell, I hope the audio issue has been solved and you can hear us fine. It's been Jose, it's been a dry break. Come on. Vettel retiring, Alonso just burning more bridges. We had that whole Piastri drama. Now, shortly before the race starts, Ricciardo announced that he won't be driving for McLaren next year. It wasn't a dry break. It wasn't like we had much drier summer breaks there. So eh. Ooh, Ashik being busy with his E36. I love those cars. I have worked on them quite a lot. The boss at my job, he is having a very, very nice E36 drift car built. So, yeah. What do you think? I think Piastri kind of might have fucked himself over with that last little sentence on his tweet that he will not be driving for Alpine. I think this kind of was burning his bridge there a little bit as well. Um, what is my prediction? It is difficult. Like after the summer break, lots of cars might have done lots of work. I think we will still look at a very dominant Red Bull. Um, oof, the whole Mercedes thing might be a swing or a miss, like or a hit and or a miss. So no idea about them. I think we will either see them worse than we've seen them before summer break, or we will see them a lot better. I have seen within the predictions that if the season started at 0 right now again, it might be a Verstappen-Hamilton shootout again. Mm, not sure. Um, really not sure. Because, well, Ferrari is still there, kind of, if they got their whole strategy things together, and this might actually really bring Ferrari up. I mean, they have a fast car, they have a fast engine, just nothing of it is reliable. That's kind of the problem. So, yeah. You think they should eliminate the Red Bull Ring rather than Spa? Kind of, yes. The Red Bull Ring is the closest track to where I live, and I would love to go there and watch a race, but apart from this personal bias I am having, yes, I think one can eliminate the Red Bull Ring. Like, it is a track I personally quite like, but looking at it kinda factually, just with what there is and everything, and the races it's provided, I think it's a good call to get rid of the Red Bull Ring. I mean, it's basically everything but Spa. Like, I don't I don't care what they throw out, it can't be Spa. Like, everything, like, there's lots of other great tracks, but Spa is just the best. So, yeah. Hooked on classics, do I think that Mercedes will win a race? Yes. I thought they will win a race from the very beginning of the season, as they aren't bad. Like they're just kind of well stuck in the midfield, but they are strong in the midfield. So with some kind of a freaky race, I don't know, maybe some Hungary-like bowling incident or whatever, Mercedes will definitely be there to pick up the scraps and bring home that win. But yeah, with two German manufacturers entering, ice too cool hopes of a comeback of the German Grand Prix. Absolutely. Like, absolutely. I would love to see Hockenheim back on the calendar, or maybe also the Nürburgring, while I like Hockenheim more, to be honest. Nürnberg has kind of that, um, how do I say this? It has like this Monaco-like vibe, as it has been there forever, and it has been very, yeah, sacrilegious, basically. It's like that thing that always has been there. So, but eh, I don't know. I just like the races on Hockenheim way more. No idea why. Mohammed, will we see any change from Ferrari? I sure hope so. I really do, because while I'm not particularly a Ferrari fan, it just hurts if you see a team lose the way Ferrari is losing. So, yeah, there we go. Broadcast has started. The first shots we are seeing look kind of cloudy. The live feed of Formula One information tells me that there is a wet track, very overhung, but I doesn't look quite rainy on the pictures I'm seeing so far. So let's see. Currently, well, the tire graphics shows some rain, but I don't know how accurate that will be. Humidity currently is at 91%. Track temperature at 21.4 degrees centigrade or 70 Fahrenheit. So, uh, it's not raining at the moment, but kind of foggy. Might be some very light drizzling, but I think the drivers could go out on the slick tires. So yeah, hey, is F1 already back? Yeah. Finally they're back. Summer break has been long enough. Had to go and kind of, get myself some pedals and a steering wheel so I don't completely miss out on racing. Share racism statistics. Yeah, no, we do that on another channel. That's not our main horse here. We are more about racing than racism, to be honest. So yeah, Kensivo going on race day. Nice. Kind of jealous, but I can't find the time, and Belgium is quite far away from here, so guess I'm not. We'll see a dominant Haas weekend where Mick wins and Kevin P2. Absolutely. I'm Yoda's offspring. I'm with you there. Absolutely. It's like This is my very, very emotional wish for how this race is going. Just have Mick at the top of the times sheets every single session. So yeah, Kensivo, we do not really have any updates, or at least I haven't found any yet. So yeah. Um, what if the Astons find pace? That would be great. I would, I would like it if they would find pace. Given a good car to Vettel on his last few races he's having, but not sure if that would or will happen. So we do have a green light. Cars are ready, drivers are in. Currently seeing Max Verstappen getting his last bits of instructions on how to drive, but nobody's really keen on getting out on track. I think they are kind of waiting at the moment, seeing what the weather is doing. And of course, I jinxed it again. As I said this, we have Sainz and Russell going out on track, followed by Albon. So maybe not. Just I should just wait with commenting on stuff like this because it's just like first 20 seconds nobody's going out on track. Well, why might that be? And yeah, as soon as I say it, everyone's getting out. Hey Michael, welcome back. It has been a long summer break. I missed you. How are you doing? What have you been doing during summer break? So yeah, I am very curious on how the Mercedes perform now, but also on how the Aston Martins are doing, as they seem to have brought a very, very much new car, kind of. And yeah, there we go. Mick Schumacher out of the pits. So he's going on his outlap, then probably do one banker, getting on top of the timesheets, and then we can end practice, I think. And yeah, Jose, I know it's always happening. Like I have what is this is round 14 of this season. So I have commented previously on 13 FP1 sessions, and I've always been saying like, "Ah, yeah, it looks like the teams aren't too keen on getting out on the track," and they always went out on track just as I said that. So I should just stop saying that. That's like, yeah. So what do we have? Ooh, AlphaTauri is leaving Gasly back in the pits and having Liam Lawson drive his car for this testing session. So why is everyone using intermediates on the dry conditions? Well, maybe it isn't as dry as it looks, or maybe they just reckoned the track would be wetter, as it's like 7.004 kilometers off track and lots of straights. So it isn't uncommon in Belgium that you have basically two kind of different weather systems above the track. Also, with all the water that would be get thrown out into spray behind the car, especially like on the Camel Straight, for example, with the trees on both sides. Um, you don't have the wind carrying away that water. So usually the track gets dry rather fast if they are putting their laps in on inters because the wind carries the spray away from the track. But yeah, on parts in Spa like the Camel Straight, that doesn't happen because all the trees kind of block the wind. So you could have a completely dry section, like let's say throughout Lacombe or up Eau Rouge and Radion, but actually can still have puddles back on the Camel Straight. So probably they just went out on inters for now, just for a safety reason, as we see little piece of carbon fiber there separating off of Latifi's car. And yeah, no, so Latifi already leaving his mark on the track. So yeah, but no, I'm like all the sections of the tracks I have seen so far, they all look dry, so I think we will see them on one or another kind of slick tire rather sooner than later, as we have Norris, Ricciardo already on a soft and medium tire respectively. Sainz and Magnussen on hard, Alonso on a soft tire. So yeah, they are pretty much done with the inters. It's just Hamilton still out there on that tire. So yeah, Wilson, it's like in FP1, we have like somewhere within the software we're running, we're having a bug that just I don't know. It's like FP1 is about 90% voodoo if it's gonna work or not with the map. It will work on FP2, 3 qualifying and the race, of course, but it's really like yeah, FP1 is I don't know, just weird. The Williams is underweight right now. Yes, they lost a piece of carbon fiber. They are underweight and should be disqualified. You know, they have the GOAT anyway, so they will become world champions, no problem. They don't need to drive those practice sessions. Oh, what do we have? What were the lap times on this track last year? They were around 2 minutes. I think like fastest lap was around 1 minute 59.5. I always feel unprepared when I get questions like this, and then we have an absolute banger of chat people here who will surely know what was the fastest lap in Spa 2021. No, wait. I don't think we should talk about the fastest lap on 2021, as 2021 was just like the safety car thing where then um Russell got like P2 or something in the Williams because it was just all red flagged and the race was cancelled. So we might rather ask the question, what was the fastest lap on Spa in 2020? Where I think they were, yeah, no, 2 minutes is like The Super Formula times, 1:48, about 1:45, I think, is a race pace lap around Spa in Formula One. And 1:44 to 1:46. Fastest lap might be around 1:40 or 1:41. Best lap ever in Spa was Bottas with a 1 minute 45. Wow, that's impressive. Ooh, I got a hello Farrell from Joey. Hello, Joey. Nice to have you here. How are you doing? Fastest lap in 2020 held by Ricciardo, a 1 minute 47. Yeah, that sounds about right. Google tells me that Lewis Hamilton had pole position there with a 1 minute 41.252. So, yeah, sounds about right. So 1 minute 45s is about what we can expect from race pace. Yeah, I mean it's nice to see currently the McLarens both basically taking P1 and P2 there. While yeah, now I think the fastest lap will be done by Ferrari. Think fastest lap, top of the timesheets for FP1 will be Leclerc. Unless it starts raining, then we're pretty much in for new interesting team radio there from Daniel Ricciardo. He and Lando start with doing some tow-in practice, probably for qualifying. The weather forecast for Spa 2021. Um, let's see. It's mostly cloudy, but the chance of showers seems moderate. There could be a little bit more of a chance of rain in FP2, but not really into like a real danger where everybody needs to get the wets ready. So for Saturday, we are looking at a mix of clouds with sunny spells and again only a light to maybe moderate chance of rain for the sessions. And on Sunday, we are looking at a very sunny day with a almost 0% chance of rain. So yes, we are good to race and can leave 2021 disasters behind us here. So yeah, for today we might see some rain, but if we don't see any rain today, we probably won't see any tomorrow, and the race is pretty much guaranteed to be sunny and warm. Yeah, quite like all the gravel traps they have basically been putting in. So there is not going to be any dispute about track limits. It's just, if you're off the track, you're in the gravel. Ooh, that was great. They had a shot into the audience, quite funny, of like a blonde one with a big red heart where it was Leclerc on. They're all like, "Ah, yeah, Leclerc, hooray!" And then there was a little gust of wind, and you could see the backside of that heart, and it spelled Gasly. So she sure is on the fence on who she's gonna root for. Hey, can you say no? I don't. I have no idea what this says. I can say your name. I don't know, for payment or something. If you get some of our great merch we're selling or whatever, I might think about it. But we're not here to just advertise random other people. So, yes, it looks like they are doing race pace with hearts at the moment, or just look how the hearts are performing. While, yeah, no, if the hearts hard tires are doing good now, they will probably do quite well on Sunday as well. As we have seen there, Esteban Ocon going very slow. Let's see what the team radio has to say. Yeah, that seems to be a harsher issue, as his engineer told him immediately to bring the car back very slowly, please. So yeah, Jose, Checo up to P2. Holy hell! I don't think so. I'm not surprised. Red Bull is a great machine, and while Perez is most of the time a pretty solid driver, so I'm kind of expecting him up there. I mean, he is still almost 2.5 seconds off Verstappen's pace, so eh. It would be ironic if Max won but got disqualified for Plank being too worn. I don't think that would be ironic. I mean, the rules are the rules. So if you break the rules, you get disqualified, or you get any punishments or whatever. That's how it basically works. Supta, when Porsche joins Formula One, there's nothing on that yet. I guess they will join in 2021, 2026. Um, when all the new regulations and new engine regs are coming in, would be a sensible way, or a sensible point in time to join then. So, but yeah, um, Louis Cypher with a very good point that it's either a very serious problem with the Alpines, or that it's just a lost data link. But as they have been pulling Alonso in right behind, or right after they pulled Ocon in, I think it might be on the more serious side. Yeah, Alonso basically probably just, I don't know, um, took the hydraulic fluid out or whatever. Will Porsche and Audi become like Toyota? I don't know. Because the whole Porsche thing is very complicated, as I think Porsche could build a pretty good Formula One engine. I say pretty good because I'm not really a fan of the hybrid systems in Porsche, and namely, like they don't have any, or not any made by themselves. So if Red Bull is basically switching completely from the Red Bull powertrain or the Honda powertrain, depending on how this all is contracted at the moment. If they completely just bin that and go over to Porsche, we will probably see Red Bull struggling in the first few years, at least after switching over there. On the other hand, if they basically get all the plans and patents from the Honda engine they had over to the Red Bull powertrain, then over to Porsche, I think they will be a very strong contender. While Audi is building pretty solid electric cars, hybrid cars, and everything. So if they make it completely um unique or a completely, yeah, owned or original Audi engine, I see way more perspective for that. While I don't know if Audi will perform that well, as currently it's not said which team they will go and support. But I think most likely it will be Alfa Romeo from what we read, and they just don't have that solid of a chassis. So Audi will be Red Bull powertrain powered. Joey, that is quite the hot take right there. I wouldn't I'm not sure. Like I think that could happen, but I don't think it will. Like I think Audi will not get in with its own team. They will go to Sauber, and then Alfa Romeo will drive an Audi engine. So yeah, we see some struggles from Lewis Hamilton. Let's see what his team radio says. And not too much about any damage on the car, but it looked a little dodgy. Yeah, his car is bouncing all over the place once more. And if I look at the times that Mercedes is currently putting out, I think it's okay-ish. Like they are right up there with Ferrari. So the session will, or at least the next 2 or 3 sessions will show us if Red Bull made some serious major improvements over the summer break, or if the others just haven't really gone for fast laps yet. So yeah, King Choose Rolling Studios, you are getting tired of repeating yourself. Why? Did I miss any messages of you? Or is it just about the Gasly Lawson switch for this session? But yeah, Simon, you're right. it the Audi F1 prototype is an eyesore. Like the color scheme, nope. Nope, that's looking disgusting. Really, really disgusting. So yeah, nah, nah, nah. Yeah, I'm kinda sad that my tablet crashed over the summer break because I would love to see some more Mercedes on board at the moment, as the car looks bouncy again. But Hamilton just made it into P2, pretty much into the Red Bull's pace, at about a tenth and a half faster than Paris, but 1.5 seconds behind Verstappen. So not hard to say. I mean, he made it up there on the mediums, so that might be a very good sign. But the car is looking bouncy, at least those few shots of it I have seen. So yeah. Eh, Oh yeah, right. Perez did that on hards. And the track is getting very empty at the moment. There we go. Some onboard of the Mercedes just as he was braking into the bus stop chicane. And before braking, it looked very, well, bouncy, but is it bottoming out? Is it a porpoising issue? Is it just an uneven track? Is it shitty suspension? We don't know, or I don't know. You in chat will definitely have more information on that than I do. Who is Lawson? Lawson is the reserve and test driver of the AlphaTauri team that is, at least this session, going to take Gasly's car around the track. So Liam Lawson is a Kiwi driver from, yeah. You thought Giovinazzi was doing FP1 for Haas this weekend. I don't know. I haven't heard anything like this. All I have heard is that Haas is looking to get Giovinazzi to get some um, sessions driven in their car, probably replacing Mick Schumacher then, as his seat for 2023 is pretty much as very uncertain at the moment. So yeah. Yes, I have seen Bottas' car in pieces, but he hasn't made it out yet, and he hasn't made it out in a lot of sessions, and I have never found any information on that. So I think I don't know. It's something with Bottas' car, what feels like in every single session, kind of. So yeah. Yeah. Albon on a fast-ish lap. Come on, don't have to take the piss on him. He is doing great. He is improving on a lot of his sectors. He's doing good. That's gonna be solid time. I would say top 5 at least, if not top 3. But the Williams looks very, very bouncy as well. Maybe they have switched the bounciness with the Mercedes. So let's see. And okay, that was very ambitious to say. Oh no, it wasn't. Albon P2. That wasn't a fast-ish lap. That was a Williams kicking Mercedes in the chin fast lap. That was great. Yeah, Renee. It is kind of a calendar. Yeah, is kind of enough to separate the current times, but I expect them to get closer. I mean, Verstappen is improving a lot. Now we have a Williams on P2, so from what I am thinking is like the quality around the cars and their strength. I expect a lot of people to be faster than the Williams, but slower than the Red Bull. So yeah, but I mean, William, like that Albon thing, that is great. And Latifi is still back there somehow, some 4 seconds or 2.5 seconds behind his teammate. But he is coming through the bus stop chicane now, so what is the expected lap times in race? That will be around 1 minute 45 is I guess will be the pace. So now we have Gotifi on a fast lap. Let's see what he can do. Mm. Is there any rain expected for the race? No. There might be some race in FP1 and FP2, but looking at the development of the weather, I would say there is no rain for FP1. Maybe we will have some rain in FP2. FP3 and qualifying are a very little chance of rain, but for Sunday it is basically all sun. At least that's current prediction. Um, Ryan? No, no Ryan here. Ryan isn't here, man. It's me, Farrell. And I'm kind of looking forward to have an Audi in Formula One, even though their car looks disgusting. But yeah, there we go. Our genius behind the voices, the one who isn't ever talking but doing all the digital IT stuff for us, got the map working, which is great. So the voodoo has been working. Unfortunately, we had to sacrifice Gary the Groundhog for that. So Oh, Sainz went faster than Verstappen. When did this happen? Well, it isn't much by about 2/10, but still, I mean, if Sainz makes it faster than Verstappen, then I'm fairly sure Leclerc can make it faster too. And yeah, not now. Now the fast laps are coming in. Albon getting pushed down lap after lap after lap. We're also only just seeing 1 minute 46.5 by Sainz at the moment, so I guess we could get about 1.5 seconds faster than this, I guess. I mean, we could get about 5 seconds faster if we go for a qualifying pace. But yeah, for an FP1, I think we'll see a little bit more of yeah, maybe a second drop in it, another second or two, maybe three. I should stop making predictions like that because now we will surely see someone driving, I don't know, 1 minute 39s or something around the track here. What the hell is that Williams rear suspension? It's bouncy. That's what it is. Apart from that, I don't know, maybe they stole it from Mercedes front suspension. But it is fast, you know? Whatever your um whatever you want to say about the bounce, it is also fast. At least in Albon's car. Ooh, we have a yellow flag in sector 1. Looks like Magnussen is standing still there. Question is why? Come on, Kevin. Don't do this to us. Yeah, no, that is Kevin Magnussen standing right after La Source. And yeah, the session has been red flagged. That's not looking well. Yeah, of course it's not looking good. Like in Formula One, the point is to go forward, not to park it. Also, not in the middle of the track. So let's see the replay. Go and shift, and then it sounds. Huh. The engine seemed to be just going out. It sounded like some issue with clutch, and there is this little red light blinking over the car, so it is still under a lot of voltage, so you need to wear like special gloves and everything to be able to touch the car for safety reasons. So apparently he has been able to lock the car somehow. I mean, all right, so he shouldn't touch exactly the car and the floor at the same time, which he didn't. And yeah, apparently he was able to put it in gear, so it might be an engine issue only. Yeah, it looks like that's gonna be a longer thing because you need like specially trained marshals to get the cars out of there if you can't basically turn off the battery. So, well, what do we do now? A or H? What happened? We don't know. It's just Magnussen stopping at the side of the track. The car is still under power, so you can't just go there and push it off the track, but you need like special gloves and safety equipment to protect yourself from the electricity. So, yeah, looks like something with the hybrid system failed, and now they have like a special marshals team unit thing that goes there to recover the car, as you're technically not allowed to touch it. So, yeah, that's gonna take a while. And by a while, I mean not even sure if this session is to be resumed. Like, I think we will see some minutes, but that's gonna be a long recovery. As well, all good. Nobody crashed. So yeah, now I kind of regret that I don't have a chair to sit on while commenting. That I'm doing this all standing up to bring you more energy, but this seems like it would be a good point in time to just have a seat and wait. Yeah, King Ju, start donating already. What you doing watching the stream and not donating? Yeah, no, you don't have to. Like, we're just back from summer break, but the Marshall Special Forces have arrived. They are sneaking up on the car, trying to surprise the electricity in it. It looked all good out of the bus stop chicane. Pretty bad on acceleration down the main straight into La Source already, though. And yeah, there's just no power, and after turnout, sounds like something with anti-stall or something is kicking in, and then the car just comes to a halt. Hey, you, come on. We both know we love you. We both know you don't need to donate to be here. So, but yeah, no, that's I don't know. I know you wanna talk about sharks or something. You know, they have ever growing teeth, like 3 rows of them. That's pretty cool. Um, They also kinda breathe by moving, like, not moving their gills, but by swimming through the water. It is still a red flag though, so, yeah, the marshals are pack counter. Like, I would love to see the car recovery now just to do some David Attenborough style commenting on how the marshals, sneak up on the car. They already separated it from the herd. So, but yeah, no, it's just, yeah, doesn't seem like it's going to be happening. But I have been told I should do some fastest lap commentating, but I have never won anything in my life, so I kind of don't feel like putting any effort in it. So what do you think? Should I do a David Attenborough style commentating of a fastest lap for the DHL contest? Anybody taken an engine grid penalty? Not as far as I'm aware. It's like rumored that Leclerc is taking new engine parts again, but that's like, rumored. Just, a fastest lap commentating is like, and now we see Hamilton sneaking up on the turn one. It is important that he is taken it by surprise so it doesn't budge out and throw him off. As we can see, he merely managed to take a great line through that while he is now storming up onto turn two, which is much more peaceful than a turn one as we know it. Yeah, K-Mac got an Uber back to the paddock. Um, Funnily, it was an Audi, as we have been talking about that before. Oof. So I hope they have like a track exit anywhere close there. I mean, this is such a high speed part of the track. It's about, I don't know, it's long, so I hope they can bring the car out rather quickly and don't have to have like, that truck driving with like 60 kilometers per hour down to Camel Straight to get that out somewhere. So, or will they bring the car directly back into the pits? I sure hope not. Or I hope they would be allowed to just, turn around and just go up La Source and then into the pits instead of having to drive around the whole track. I mean, we have already lost already almost 10 minutes of this session, and the summer break has just ended, and I need my injection of Formula One here. So you can't like tease me with an FP1 session and then just red flag it. That is not okay. So yeah, we are currently seeing the Haas cam. All the marshals in their thick rubber gloves as they have now successfully stalked their prey. They loaded up on their truck now to bring it back into their den where they will be feasting on that car for quite some time. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of, hard to cost you something while there's absolutely nothing happens. So just tell me, what do you think is the pirate's favorite letter? I mean, you might think a pirate's favorite letter is the R, but actually he is married to the C. Yeah, no, that's a terrible joke. I'm sorry. I'll show myself out. So, yeah, Leclerc, we see the statistics of his power unit parts used. Engine turbo, MGU-H, MGU-K is 2 over. Energy store and control electronics are 1 more than allowed, and he is on his last exhaust. So, I don't know if he is taking any new parts, but whatever new parts he is taking, it will be penalized, and there is still 9 races ahead of us. So he will get grid penalties, while the Red Bull of Max Verstappen there also already is over with pretty much everything but the control electronics. So yeah, and Hansi, no one crashed. It is all good. It was a technical issue, probably in the hybrid system of Kevin Magnussen. So, yeah, they will have to change the MGUK as per statement of Haas, and they need to get it done until FP2, but that's a big job, is at least what Steiner says. So they are not sure if KMAC could get, or the mechanics could that job done on KMAC's car until then. So, yeah, but he also said that Schumacher will likely be starting from the back of the grid as he is getting a new gearbox and a new combustion engine unit for Sunday. So, yeah, the session is restarting in 15 seconds. Uh, in 10 seconds. Hey, King Ju, you didn't leave us. Glad you didn't. So, there we go. Alonso first out on track, followed by Verstappen, Vettel, and Stroll. Seems like Verstappen is going out on another set of soft tires, trying his glory run. And we just got the radio in from the engineer to Max Verstappen that there might be a shower coming in. I mean, clouds are looming over the track, but eh, I don't know. It has looked like this for pretty much the whole session, while we can see rain on the horizon. So just over that hill you can see when you're driving down Camel Straight, there is rain to be seen, but eh, it will probably reach a track in about 5 to 6 minutes. So I guess it's just everyone out, everyone putting in laps, everyone, I don't know, gather some more data, and then we are kind of done. So, ooh, while Mercedes weathermen are thinking that there is already rain over turn 15, apparently. There we get another team radio from McLaren to Daniel Ricciardo. All right, so McLaren is also preparing for rain already, or in about a minute or two. So I guess that's another Gotifi P1 then. Or at least I hope so. All right, so now we have confirmation as Sainz is radioing in that he has been encountering rain in turn 14. So there we go. It's getting wet. Yeah, and it is a good question in chat. I have seen a lot about what happened to Bottas, and I would really like to tell you, but I have no idea. Um, oh no, wait, yeah, right as I should just stop talking. Like right as I said I have no idea what happened. Here's the statement. That he is having some mechanical gremlins. That limited him to just 2 laps at the moment. And, yeah, Ocon has also lost a lot of laps, due to other reliability issues. But yeah, nice statement just says, mechanical gremlins. So, no idea what the issue is or where or why or what or maybe who. So, yeah, not no idea. So yeah, now everybody back into the pits. The rain has arrived. It started pouring down. And yeah, it's that's like the confusing thing about on Spa. That it's just like the start finishing straight, it's like completely dry. Everything completely fine. Nothing, no sign of rain, while the other side of the track pretty much drenched. Nah, drench is a little too much said, but it's wet. So yeah, Aditya Lawson is taking the place of Gasly, who is sitting on the sidelines at the moment. And we have Perez already back out to get some inter runs in there. Jonathan, is Audi going to be the 11th team in 2026? I wish. I wish that would happen. Currently, it looks like be right back on that thought, but currently it looks like it is really pouring down bad. Like that's some heavy rain there. Um, on the other hand, it seemed yeah no that's treacherous. So yeah no Audi is not going to be the 11th team. Unfortunately, it looks like they are going to take over the main sponsorship deal of Alfa Romeo with the Sauber team. So I'm not sure if they will replace the team. I think they will stay in Formula One. They will just switch their title sponsor basically from Alfa Romeo over to Audi, who will then also provide them an engine. At least that's current state of things as far as I am aware. Yeah, no, that's something I love about this track. Like you can see them go like through turn 17, speeding up onto the bus stop chicane. Everything's wet and like spray like crazy, but the bus stop chicane still completely dry, everything fine. No sign of rain at all there. So yeah, we see Leclerc trying his way through that eastern part of the track on a medium, but there is no chance he can make it. While the whole western part of the track still is dry. Just as you get into the Camel Straight, there's rain. Like Radio, still dry. And yeah, timer reached 0. Free practice 1 is done and dusted. Whoever is still out on track will probably just go back to the pits. Not sure if we will see any practice starts after this session today. But yeah, um, was interesting, not as spectacular as I would have wished. And it seems like the rain has no, it hasn't stopped yet. Really didn't. If you hit someone in the rear, you take them out. I think you should, take them out before hitting them up on their rear. So just a hint. It's like higher success rate if you, take people to dinner before you do that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's hope FP2 will deliver a little bit more action and a little bit less red flags, I guess. But eh, I don't know. Ferrari kind of didn't make their strategy shine with having Sainz there going through a huge wet patch on slicks while everyone else was there on mediums. So I think the Ferrari strategy blunders will continue to happen. So, well, not much more happening in this session, I guess, as it has ended. Like, there's literally nothing else going to happen in this session. So remember to like the stream as this helps us immensely and subscribe to the channel. And King Ju, thank you for that. Subscribe to the channel as we are doing this for every single session that is out there. And yeah, FP2 is about to start in 2 hours. Until then, I will probably do some more practice in my Super Formula car on Spa for my event tonight. Until then, well, yeah, subscribe to not miss out on any of our streams. Make sure to come back as we are having the best Formula One community this side of the Mississippi or something, I guess. So yeah, go TV for poll. I think that is a very very nice thought to end this on. And yes, also King Ju, absolute legend. Yeah. Guess I will see y'all in about 2 hours then. Bye.